Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of Eating on a Budget. This video is going to show you not only how to make a delicious meal for not a lot of money, but it will also show you the importance of looking for sales. Someone on my last video made a comment about don't go to the grocery store looking for a specific cut of meat, rather look for what's on sale and decide what you're going to eat from there. And that's a fantastic comment. And this video will show you how true that is. Go to the grocery store without a list and find a meat that's on sale that you like. Once you find a meat that's on sale and one that you like, start brainstorming for what you're going to do with it. For instance, the regular price of assorted pork chops is $3.49. I got 3 pounds of them, which would have come up to be a very budget unfriendly amount of $11.97, just for the pork chops. But finding them on sale for $1.99 a pound, I got these little oinkers for $5.97. So now is the time I needed to figure out what I wanted to do with them. Should I bake them? Should I fry them? Should I smother them? I decided to smother them, not with a pillow, but in a gravy. Apples go great with pork, onions go great with pork, mushrooms go great with pork, and so does gravy. So I have decided to make smothered pork chops in a semi-sweet but savory apple, onion, and mushroom gravy. To make our apple, onion, and mushroom gravy, we need apple juice, which we don't need the whole 64 ounces, but the whole 64 ounces costs $1.89, and you're only going to need about half. And then we need 1 large sweet onion for $1.49, and 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms for $1.99. So right now, that brings our total to $9.15. And there's 6 pork chops, so right now it comes out to be $1.53 per serving. But you need a starch and a vegetable to go with the pork chops. And if you're eating on a budget, rice is your best friend. There's 10 servings and a 1 pound bag of rice, and it only costs $1.19. That's only 12 cents per serving. But we're only making 6 extra large servings, which comes out to be 20 cents per serving. And then you can take your pick on any kind of frozen vegetables you like. A 32-ounce bag of frozen vegetables only costs $2.49, and there's 10 servings per bag, which would come out to be 25 cents per serving. But we're only making 6 large servings, which works out to be 42 cents per serving. So right now, this whole meal comes up to be $13.13. Just a little bit higher than what I normally like to make a budget meal with. I like sticking around that $10 or less mark. But we couldn't pass up these pork chops. Where else can you get a full meal for $2.19? Oh, wait a minute. I have a whole bunch of videos where you can eat much cheaper than this. But again, it's not smothered pork chops. And this is worth a couple extra dollars if you have them. So now that I've talked way too much for the past 3 minutes and 10 seconds, it's time to cook these pork chops. We're going to keep these simple and season both sides of the pork chops with salt and black pepper. And then we're going to toss them into a cast iron skillet over medium-high heat and let them brown for a few minutes on each side. We're not trying to cook them through at this point. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I love to crowd pans and put as much as possible in the smallest pan I can find. And you're going to see that in just a few minutes. But in the end, these still turned out great. I'm a rebel without a cause, and my Overcrowded Pan album is going platinum. Let's see if anyone can guess where that came from. The first person who can post the correct answer on where I got that from gets a free lifetime membership to the Wolf Pit YouTube channel. I can already see Scooter scratching his head with a puzzled look on his face. Well, I've been watching the Wolf Pit channel for a long time and I've never paid anything. It's always been free, so what do you mean I get a free membership? It's okay, Scooter. Just keep on scooting. Once your pork chops are brown to your liking, add the obligatory quarter stick of butter, followed by a sliced Vidalia onion, and then mix it up a little bit and let it saute for a few minutes, and then add your mushrooms. There's another Scooter getting ready to chime in. If you buy the sliced mushrooms, they're more expensive because they gotta slice them. You should get them and slice them yourself. Well, Scooter, you're actually incorrect on that one, buddy, because for 8 ounces of sliced or whole mushrooms, they cost the same. So after about 5 minutes, the mushrooms and onions are sauteed. Now add about a tablespoon of flour. Well, maybe just a little bit more. I'm doing this by eye, and that was certainly a little bit more than a tablespoon. Once all the flour has been absorbed, add your apple juice. And then give it all a good mix, and then give it all a good mix until it starts to thicken. Once it thickens a little bit, add your pork chops back in. And this is the part where I told you I would crowd the pan. We're going to double stack these pork chops and move them around as they cook. Once you have all the pork chops back in the skillet, reduce the heat to medium-low, cover, and let them simmer for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, move the pork chops around from the bottom to the top, or for argument's sake, from the top to the bottom. Because at this day and age, someone's going to get offended that you said from the bottom to the top or from the top to the bottom, so you might as well go ahead and piss everyone off and do it both ways. I am an equal opportunity offender. So once you've moved the meat around the way you like to, from the top to the bottom or from the bottom to the top, put the lid back on and let them simmer for another 30 minutes. After another 30 minutes for a total of 1 hour, our pork chops are tender and ready to eat. And there you have it, smothered pork chops and an apple onion mushroom gravy. Simple, savory, and delicious. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.